Good evening, everyone. It's 9 p.m. It's time for Shine at 9. Today is a beautiful, beautiful Friday, and I have here with me two wonderful guests who are my friends, Maggie Check, who is a weight management specialist, and also Mr. Francis Lim, a life insurance specialist. Right, they are with us in the studio today, and for today's episode number 9. So it's special today. I like to say this, Shine at 9, episode 9. And for those fans, those audience who are watching, if you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, they always say this word, 9-9. So yeah, that's quite exciting for me today. So today's episode, it is health is wealth. And definitely it's important, as we all know, going through MCO, we need to understand how we can protect ourselves physically as well as financially. And that's exactly what Maggie is here and Francis is here for us today to share what exactly is health is wealth. Say hello to Maggie.
Hi.
Hi, Maggie.
Hi, good evening, Geraldine, and good evening, Francis. Good evening, everyone. My name is Maggie. I'm your weight management specialist from New Star New Skin. For the past 10 years, I successfully helped more than 1,000 people to lose weight and regain their health. So, on average, if one person loses 5 kg, this is equivalent to 5,000 kg of in total. So similarly, like 1,000 packets of the rice that we purchase from the supermarket.
Wow.
One each packet is 5 kg. That's the amount of the weight. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay, that's
very honored tonight. I be invited by Jacqueline. Thank you.
thank you. We'll hear more from you. Immediately, she already started giving us information. That's wonderful. No, you can imagine that she's so excited about this episode. She's been preparing really hard alongside with her partner, Francis. Francis, say hello to everyone.
All right. So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming in. I'm Francis from AIA. I've been in this industry for the last 17 years, representing a life insurance. I'm a life insurance specialist. So, I help people in terms of protection, medical needs, and corporate employee benefit as well. So, later on, I'm going to share more. So, I'm not going to reveal too much right now. So, I'm going to pass it back to Geraldine. All right.
Hi. Okay. All right. Before we begin, can I get your beautiful help, those the audience listening to us? Click like, say hello to us as you start to join us today. And if you don't mind, also click on share, start a watch party, share it with your friends because tonight's episode can benefit anyone and everyone. Yeah. So drop us a hello, and we'll have a good conversation with Maggie and Francis. Okay, Maggie. So I understand that you actually have a presentation for us today.
Yeah, very short presentation.
A very
Share
short
some.
presentation. Okay. Are you ready to present?
Yeah, okay, but yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you want to present first or do you want to talk first?
I can talk first before I present.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think actually I want to share something about during this MCO and
Mhm.
CMCO, what actually influence and what impact actually um is actually happened to me. I think there's a challenge for me during this crisis whereby I need to unlearn myself to relearn the new things from offline to be online. So yeah, I need to learn a lot of live stream, Zoom, and video broadcasting, video conferencing, so that we can connect with our loved one,
Mhm.
clients, and friends. So I think that's a challenge for me. So I try to do my best later for my this short presentation to give our fellow friends some tips on how to keep fit and stay healthy.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Maggie. You'll do wonderful. And Francis, what's the plan for tonight for the show? What
For
will you be
me,
sharing? Yeah.
I will mainly talk about financial goals, how it can help you, after MCO, looking at currently people are talking about health crisis that turn into, a pandemic, and then now it's become a economic crisis. So I believe many people are affected because of this crisis. and moving forward after MCO. So what are their plans, So we have already heard a lot of news, like SOXO, people are, waiting for subsidy. So all this, I believe that with a little bit of planning, we can help them to scrap through, this economic situation. Yeah.
All right, all right. That's really important actually, and that's why actually we have you in the studio. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Today actually, this episode you can see me holding a tissue. Out of all the episode, the weird thing is I'm having my sinus today. I don't know why I woke up with a sinus, so I'm a bit woozy. I just took my meds. Okay, Maggie. What does it mean to you when you hear this sentence, health is wealth? From your point of view of health, would you mind sharing with us what it means to you?
Basically, health, according to the WHO, the definition of health actually divided into three: mental well-being, mental health, okay, physical health, and of course, social health, social well-being. So, as we understand, mental health during this crisis, a lot of people they are struggling, suffer with a lot of uncertainty. Okay, so mental well-being is extremely important. Is actually it describes the statement of how we feel, how well we can cope with the daily stressful lifestyle. So if someone who have a good mental health, basically they're able to be more confident in themselves and very positive, and they can build and maintain a good relationship with the others, cope
Mm.
with the stress, and also adapt to the uncertainty. So this is what we call mental health. And of course, physical health, it covers a lot, like we have to eat well, exercise regularly, and then sufficient
Oops. Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm thinking about myself.
good hygiene, and maintaining ideal body weight and body fat percentage, and also of course free of drugs. This is what we call physical health. And social well-being, social health. To a lot
Mm.
of people, they need love, and they need to love others, and they need to be loved lah. Okay, so a good social health comes from a positive social contact with the families and friends, of course, neighbors, work, schools, sport clubs, volunteer organizations, etc. So
Mm.
yeah, what I understand for overall health is not only physical, it's inside out.
Inside out. That. I agree with you completely actually, because you can't separate the outside health and the inside health because they are one the same. Sometimes even if you do your exercise, but you are still very stressed out inside, you are not addressing those, it is still
Yeah.
you're still experiencing a block in your life. Yeah. And how about you, Francis? How about what do you think in
Yeah,
terms of wealth?
for me, I truly believe what Maggie have just shared, with that we need to have a good mental health and a physical health as well. So for me to continue to keep myself healthy, yeah, we need the exercise, the balanced diet, all this. But at the end of the day, from where I come from, we have to plan always. And we
Mhm.
have to plan for our children's education, be it for retirement, or be it emergency fund, or taking care of our family. So health to me, wealth to me is also equally important. Yeah. So I have to agree to disagree with Maggie. I'm from the financial planning industry. So
Uh-huh.
we need to plan well so that equally we have good health and good wealth. That's what. All right. So yeah, later on, I'll share more on all those tips to keep yourself financially, active, in after MCO. Yeah.
I like it when my guests are not in total disagreement with each other because it will make for an interesting show. We got something to
Yes.
debate, and A versus B. I love it. I actually wanted to name this episode "Health versus Wealth," but then I
Wow.
thought to make you both compete. So I follow the suggestion. health is wealth, and in fact, wealth is health too. Yeah.
Yes, that's
Okay.
right.
Pause a moment and say hello to our guests here. There are some of them saying hello to both of you. Shobha, Chloe, Sharon, Nikki, Diane, Alex. Hello to everyone.
Wow,
Alex is saying that with good health, only we have chance to make wealth. Yeah.
that's right.
Okay. All right. Agree or disagree? We'll stay tuned and listen throughout. This is a 1-hour program tonight. Yeah? Okay.
Yes, thank you so
Wonderful.
much, yeah, for all the support, from our miracle chapter, the friends, yeah, Shobha,
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Sharon,
you for
yes,
listening.
Diane, even
All
Thank you
right.
for
Nikki,
listening.
yeah.
I see some of my friends also. Hi, Fanny, Alex. Thank you. Hi, Shelley.
Very, very good turnout. Within 10 minutes, we are having 30 viewers already. Thank
Okay.
you.
Wow.
TGIF, everyone is staying put and staying at home and keeping Malaysia safe. Safe and healthy, yeah, Maggie? Okay.
So, Nikki also.
Sorry, Maggie, what was that?
Yeah, see Nikki. Say hi to Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
Okay, we continue with the show. I think it's time for our presentation, right? I'm very excited for presentation because that's where I learned the most.
Mhm.
Okay. What do you think, Maggie? Should we present?
Yeah, actually, just now I roughly mentioned about what I'm going to share for the presentation, but
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Okay.
yeah.
I shall share screen. So I'm moving on to the other screen now, yeah? All right. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, Maggie.
Yeah, as we understand, health is wealth. Without health, how much wealth we have also no use, right? So, Francis, I agree and disagree. Yeah. Okay. So the next first slide. Yeah. According to the World Health Organization, as I mentioned just now, overall health is not only for our physical well-being, but also mental well-being as well as social well-being. So next slide. So what we understand about the mental health. So as I mentioned, if you have a good mental health, you are able to be confident in yourself and be positive, okay, and build and maintain a really good relationship with others, like our family members, your friends, your colleagues, and your maybe your groups. A lot of like social groups out there, okay, and of course able to cope with a lot of stress, and we can able to adapt to the uncertainty. Okay, so when the mental health being describes your mental state, how you are feeling and how well you can cope with daily life. So I urge everyone can. This is not easy, especially during this crisis. But I think this one is most important. Okay, by having a good mental health, actually also well, like positive mindset will actually boost up our antioxidant level. You know what is antioxidant?
Yeah.
Antioxidant is also our body immune system. So when you are happy, okay, your skin look grow and you will your immune system also will be boosted up. So it's very very important.
Mm.
And second part, of course, our physical health. Next, yeah, physical health actually is quite simple and easy. You know, we need to eat well. Eat well as in we must have 3 meals per day, breakfast, lunch, and balanced diet. Okay, exercise regularly. Okay, yeah, I actually I must say because of this MCO, I have more chance to do exercise. I
Oh,
can,
really?
it's not only during the MCO, but actually we should do 5 times exercise per day. Each
Hmm.
day, five times in a week. Sorry, five
Yeah, I
times in
was
a week.
thinking, how do we do it 5 times a day? I was about to ask you a thing.
Very kanjong, sorry. 5 times in a week. So each time approximately 30 minutes, okay, 20 to 30 minutes, or a morning walk also can. Sufficient sleep, of course, okay, and then good hygiene, wash your hand regularly, brush your teeth regularly, Dr. Shanas. And then, of course, shower each time when we come out from outside. Okay, so be hygiene now is extremely important, especially during this COVID-19. Okay, and of course also maintaining an ideal body weight and body fats. This is also very important because if our body is at the ideal body weight, our the chances for us to get those chronic diseases also will be lower. And of course, free of drugs. Drugs is bad for our body. So this is what we call overall the physical health.
I see.
And
Okay.
then last but not least is our social well-being. Okay, social health. I know as we understand now, we need to isolate it, but now it's better. Since the MCO slowly, already, this is past MCO already. We can start to get more connected with the friends, but keep the social distancing. It's very important. So social health is extremely important because when we have a good social health, we can get connected with the friends, neighbors, and your schoolmates, your sport classmates. Okay, so it will actually it's also spiritual health. Yeah, it's very important for this social health. So this is what covered the overall health. Okay.
Okay.
Am I too fast?
No, you're fine.
Yeah. So next,
This
and
is
this
what I like. Tips of
because
getting
how long
healthier.
later I will continue to talk about these tips. Then I should pass to Geraldine.
Okay, one moment. All right, so we'll continue with the tips later. Okay. Shobha Roy has a comment here. She said spiritual health. That's
Yeah.
in a way that people always leave that out. Through my understanding, spiritual health does not only mean religious health. It
Yeah.
could also be spirituality in terms of how you connect with nature, how you connect with yourself. Yeah. So yeah, spiritual health is very, very important.
Yeah. Agree.
Okay. All right. So Francis, is it your turn to present now?
All right, for the first tips, right?
Okay.
All right.
One moment, yeah. You're going to your presentation or continuing Maggie's?
Maggie, are you going to share all of your tips?
No, I think your turn. Then only I share my tips.
Okay.
Give me
All
some
right.
Yes.
time.
So each and
So
everyone, given the chance.
yes,
Okay.
I'm going to your screen now.
All
Suddenly I
right.
do the wrong thing, very paiseh.
Oh, okay. Okay. Bring it on.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yeah. Hold on.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. I can see
Okay.
mine clearly.
Yeah, off you go.
All right. Can you go to the second slide, please? Thank you. Yes, this is the one. So I would like to share about this importance of the medical needs. So after MCO, I believe you would have seen the whole global crisis on the health crisis, and many people are affected. They'll be like admitted to the hospital. Not just COVID, it can be any kind of sickness. Just last year, I got a dengue. Just I was like feeling feverish for a few days, and then it go on until like for 7 days. And after finally I decided to do a checkup, and I find myself having a dengue. So I was admitted for easily 3 days or 3 nights, in a hospital bill. And guess what? How much do you think is the medical bill? All right. So the medical
Dengue
bill,
means you were in the government hospital?
I was in the private hospital.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
not cheap. I also admitted 2 years ago.
I don't even dare guess.
that's right. So
You tell us. Yeah.
yes, easily for a dengue fever, right? When a person is admitted between 3 to 7 nights in the hospital, it can cost from 5,000 to 7,000, easily.
Oh,
So that's why
7,000.
if we do not if we do not plan for our medical needs, right, then it's going to deplete our cash flow, from our own pocket. So you can see that medical insurance has been in a rising. The inflation is a double-digit growth every year on the inflation. So can we show the key points? All right, on the rising medical inflation. All right, it's been going up. At the same time, life is very uncertain nowadays. You see, so dengue is considered, just a mosquito bite on our finger, and we already end up in the hospital. What
Yeah.
about if it's something even more serious? It can be, a cyst in the lung, on the ovary or on the breast, or it can be even like something even more serious like cancer or heart attack. So I would suggest for you to, review your insurance or medical needs, after this MCO, so that if you have already gotten yourself a medical protection that is 5 or 10 years ago, all right, better go and look at what you have currently, because what you have 5 or 10 years ago might not be sufficient for the next 5 or 10 years from now. So review your medical needs so that you'll be protected continuously in the next 5 to 10 years. So you need to periodically review that. All right. So this is my first tip. All right. You need to get yourself protected on medical needs. Back to
okay.
you, Jerry.
Okay. Jerry is like a pilot today, going through slides and coming back here. It's nerve-wracking.
You have been very
Okay,
helpful.
it's nerve-wracking. Okay, Maggie. So now,
Okay.
now that Francis has shared his point of view, are you both still in agreement or have started disagreeing?
I agree. I was
Still
admitted
agree. Mm,
hospital dengue. Cost me close to 8,000 actually. I admitted about 5 days. Yeah.
5 days. And Shoba got it spot on. She said RM 8K.
Yeah, Shoba. Shoba also you admitted before?
Either she's got admitted or she paid the bill for somebody. She's still fresh in her mind 8K.
Dengue
Wow.
is very common nowadays. In fact, it have killed more people than the COVID-19 in Malaysia. Yeah,
And
last year
luckily I
alone it
was
killed.
under insured. Yeah, I got medical card lah, so all covered. So it's very important to have medical card. Yeah, don't play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't play.
I personally, in terms of insurance and policies, I grew up in a household where my mom, actually, my parents, they are
Mhm.
very insistent on having insurance policies. So whether it's for education, it's for life. At one point, I was jobless for a while. And the
Mhm.
only thing that I told myself is you can terminate everything, you can reduce everything, you can be so poor, you can live in a single bedroom, but do not cut up your medical card. Do not call your insurance agent to cancel your policy. So that was the one thing that I remember. Yeah.
That's right.
And I think being in Malaysia, we still have a low, I don't know what's the right word for this. People still have very low belief in insurance. The take
Mhm.
up is still the take up is still very challenging, right, Francis?
Yeah, it's roughly around 40 over percent, the take up rate for the whole population of Malaysia. So that's why it's
Mm.
we need to create more awareness for people to know that nowadays when life is so uncertain, at least you have a medical card, in your wallet, so that in the event we are admitted to hospital, we can just like use that card easily 100,000 in the medical bills. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, be prepared for all this. Yeah.
yeah. But of course, even
Mm.
if you have insurance, doesn't mean you don't take care of your health anymore.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why we have Maggie, to share
yes,
more tips
yeah.
for tonight. Yeah.
I'm ready for tips. Are we ready for tips? Maggie,
Yeah.
are we ready for tips?
Okay.
We go into tips, yeah? Okay, one moment. The pilot behind the screen going to click here, click there again.
Thank you so much. Not easy job for you,
No
Geraldine.
problem. It's easy. It's just that I am not in the sharpest frame of mind right now. That's why. Okay. All right. Is this the correct screen, Maggie?
Yes.
Okay. Tips of getting healthier. Let's go.
Okay, so basically, I think I'm going to share 5 tips to getting healthier for us. So first, drink more water. I think this is extremely important. Okay, especially early in the morning when we wake up. I think after we brush our teeth, the first thing we need to do, we must grab 1 cup of the water, and uh, if it is a warm water, will be best lah. Okay, because it will neutralize our body. Okay,
Mm.
and do you all know that actually each and every individual, the amount of the water that we should consume per day, should drink per day, actually is different. Of course, we say 8 glasses per day, but our weight, it can determine how much water that we need to drink in a day. Okay, so secondly is exercise regularly, just like as I mentioned, yeah. But it doesn't mean that we need to do those very hardcore, high intensity exercise. Like you do a morning walk, your heart rate up to like 150, then should be okay. 30 minutes, uh, 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes in average, 5 times in a week. So
Mm.
exercise will encourage our not only for the physical, but also it will help produce a lot of oxygen to our brain, so you will be more focused basically. Okay, and of course, sufficient sleep. So for sufficient sleep, adults and elderly and children are different. For adult, it's approximately 7 to 8 hours per day.
Mhm.
Okay, and you know that actually the best time for us to sleep is what time? Take a guess.
Best time to sleep. You mean to
Best
get to
time?
bed? Get to bed.
Yeah. Yes.
11 p.m.
No.
10 p.m.
Sorry.
10
10.
p.m.
Yeah, it's 10 p.m.
Yeah,
you know,
No, that can't be true.
too early
no.
for me.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. These few hours is the best time for our organ to repair, especially our liver. So to have a sufficient sleep, especially we sleep at the right time, within 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Actually, it allows our liver to rest and repair. So it also will actually enable our body to burn fat easier and
Mm.
detox better. Okay, so yeah, on top of 8 hours, try to sleep at 10 p.m., but it's not easy. And when our show end already 10 p.m.
Because I'm the host here is a night sleeper. It's a late sleeper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
normally I sleep 12 in the midnight. Okay,
Okay, I
so
shall not reveal what time I sleep.
what time you sleep?
No, I shall not tell. Those who WhatsApp me knows what time I sleep.
Okay, so sleep is very important because we have a good sleep, we also can lose weight. Yeah, this is very important tips. And then good hygiene, of course. Yeah, especially nowadays, this is a new norm. We need to wash our hand regularly. Okay, shower regularly. Once we come out from outside, then we must immediately change our clothes. Go and shower.
Mm.
Uh, Last but not least, eat well with the balanced diet. Okay, then can maintain our ideal body weight and body fat percentage. So I want to share with you all this rules called 3-3-3-3 diet rules. So what
Okay.
does it mean? Anyone
Do I
know? Anyone know what is the 3-3-3-3 diet rules?
no.
Actually, 3-3-3-3 diet rules is like, we must have 3 meals per day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Try not
Okay.
to skip meal. Okay, because if we skip meal, actually will affect our metabolism decrease. And end of the day, when our metabolism not that good, we are not easy to actually burn the extra calories. So
Mm,
maintaining 3 meals per day is extremely important,
okay.
especially for breakfast. A lot of
Okay.
people nowadays, when they're very busy, they're rushing here and there. Breakfast, maybe they only have cup of coffee and maybe
Mm.
biscuit or nothing. Then they just go to work, rush for
Maggie, I have
appointment.
a question.
Yes.
Do you have a camera in my house? I think everything that you say not to do, I'm doing. I only have a coffee. If I have time, I'll munch on biscuits.
This morning I realized that I, how to prepare the breakfast. Breakfast is very important.
Yeah, I know. You said hard protein, right? I was still in bed. I'm like, wow, Maggie is cooking. I wish she's cooking for me.
You can order Grab, no problem.
Ah, okay, three,
Okay,
three. So
because
the
what
first three is meals a day, 3 meals a day.
3 meals per day, each meal we must have a balanced diet, which is one portion of the carbohydrate, one portion of the protein, and one portion of the vegetables, one
Mhm.
portion of the fruit. Lunch also the same, balance.
Should
Dinner
I move
also
to
the
the
same.
next slide, Maggie?
No, it's okay, can stop here.
Okay, still here. Okay, still here.
So
Okay.
we must have 3 meals per day, balance. And breakfast is why it is so important. By having breakfast is actually will kickstart our metabolism. It jumpstart our whole body metabolism. People without they used to skip their breakfast, they never take breakfast one. Actually, the chances for them to put on weight is actually 3 to 5 times higher. So
Mm,
breakfast is very important, and balanced breakfast will enable us to focus for our whole day. Okay,
mhm.
so yeah, the next slide, Jeremy. Thank you. Yeah, so this is what we actually advise people to take by taking this portion of the food intake enable us to burn fat faster. Okay,
Mhm.
so vegetables, we need to take more greens. It contains of high mineral, high vitamins, and everything. So if let's say in the plate, how you measure half of the plate is vegetables.
Mm.
Okay, and then one of is protein,
Mhm.
excluding the skin. Skin is fat, and then cannot take skin without the skin. Skin, especially those deep fried one are very nice, but try to take out the skin, okay?
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
you take the meat would be best to help us to actually with good protein consumption will help us to increase our muscle skeletal. Muscle
Mhm.
skeletal enables to burn fat. If our
Correct.
body got higher muscle skeletal rate, actually it determines our metabolism rate.
Mm.
So by having a good protein consumption is extremely important for our body maintain the good metabolism rate.
Mhm.
Okay, and
Okay.
try to take white meat, white protein, egg, beancurd, fish. Try to avoid red meat. Okay, and then of course starch, the carbohydrate. Carbohydrate also very important. A lot of people they want to lose weight, they will try to skip their carbohydrate,
The cups.
but
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
for short term maybe okay, long term is not so encouraging because
Mm.
our body need glucose. Carbohydrate produce glucose. Without
Mhm.
glucose, easy to get frustration.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Correct.
must have carbohydrate. Okay, so this is the guideline for per meal portion for
Okay.
the breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I want
And
to state an observation here, Maggie. The starch quarter portion, I noticed
yeah.
that the rice there is flattened out, not one mountain, but in the quarter quadrant there.
So like this, according to your hand pump time,
Not
a lot
not
of
like
rice,
satu gunung.
but you can eat a lot of protein and veggie.
So not like satu gunung there that doesn't count quarter, even though it's sitting in the quarter of your plate.
Yeah, according to your hand palm size, we can measure by using our hand palm size. Our hand palm is roughly our stomach size, so it's a
That,
relaxed, yes, relaxed
you,
palm.
you measure that, right? You measure the quarter, right? When you masak nasi or when you ambil nasi to the plate. Because it's different, right?
Ambil nasi to the plate.
Ah, okay. So you masak dulu lah.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Wow, ambil
Yeah.
nasi to the plate, definitely you get less nasi lah.
Mm.
Compared to when you measure before it's cooked.
Like actually noodles, mee hoon, sweet potato, corns, a lot of this what we call carbohydrate and starch. Yeah, not necessary rice, but we still can eat rice, of course.
Correct, correct. All right. Okay, okay, good.
And question: where is the veggie? Sorry, where is the fruit missing? Just like I
That's the
say, must balanced diet, carbohydrate, protein, and vegetables. So where
we
is
ask
the
Francis. We ask Francis.
Where is
Francis,
the fruits?
Francis eat already.
Taken in my stomach now.
So where's the fruit?
fruits? We encourage people to take in between meals, which is like which means after
Snack
we
time.
in between meals. Example,
Yeah.
your breakfast 8 o'clock in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
lunchtime is 12 o'clock. So we advise people to take the fruit. Example like 10 o'clock. So we after meal 1-2 hours or before meal 1-2 hours. Do you know that actually, if we consume, if you take the fruits immediately after the fruit, actually it's not so good for our health. Yeah,
Take the fruits immediately after the meal.
not so
Yes,
encouraged.
yes, not
We
so
advise
encouraged.
people
Yes,
maybe at least half an hour later or 1 hour later would be better. So we
correct.
advise people to take in between meals. And it also will help us to good for digestion, and also will stabilize our insulin fluctuation. So we
Yep.
won't go and pay for chocolates, tidbits, and all these sweet stuff. Mm.
Yeah, okay. Shoba is saying fruits should be eaten before meals, not after. Yes, Shoba, Maggie has just confirmed this. Yeah, fruit should be taken at least 2 hours before meal, or if worse to worse, is 30 minutes before meal. Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, Maggie, so is goreng pisang considered fruit?
Okay, go to next slide, please. I will share with you all. Yeah, our traffic light rules. Good question. Actually, food, all the fruits or food, carbohydrate, protein, we got three zone category: green zone, yellow zone, and red zone, like traffic light. So common sense, when it is red, the traffic light turns into red color, we cannot do right. We have to stop our car.
Yeah.
It is yellow, you can choose go or stay. And green, of course, you can go. So goreng pisang, yeah, it is considered red zone.
Still can eat lah. Avoid excessive only. Makan 2 ketul sudah cukup.
If your body metabolism, your muscle skeletal rate is very high, you can eat all you like. But if your metabolism is not that good, so be not so frequent now. Once a while, okay lah.
I see, I see.
Enjoy our food, yeah. And
Good is good.
for yellow zone, we eat moderate. Okay, like fried, okay, stir fry, all these things we still can eat, but moderate. Of course, green like steam, those are the very healthy one, okay.
Original flavor. That's
Steam, boil, all this easy to prepare one. Fresh food, then you can eat as much as possible.
Okay, very good.
Okay, so rice we can eat. Okay, like brown rice is considered green zone. White rice is considered yellow zone. Fried rice, you know the answer already, right?
It's considered orange zone between yellow and red. But fried rice is delicious.
Always the delicious thing always is red zone.
Yes, always red zone. That's why. Understand.
Also, all the processed food is considered red zone. What do you mean by processed food? Example, like sausages.
Yeah,
Okay.
and canned meat. Yeah, processed meat. Yeah, correct.
To take the fresh one.
Correct.
I
Understood.
think I end my tips here.
Okay. Oops.
Yeah.
I show
The last-
something else here. Okay. All right, Maggie, I start to not like you already.
Why?
She took out all the fun in eating.
Yeah. The
Okay,
best
okay.
stuff is always the fried stuff, yeah. The goreng.
The goreng goreng. In between meals, 4 p.m. between lunch and dinner, can eat fruit, she say.
Yeah.
Not
But not
goreng
goreng
pisang.
pisang.
Only
Can eat
fruit, only
pisang, but
pisang.
not goreng pisang.
Only pisang can eat, banana can eat, but not the fried banana, the fried fritters. Okay, all right, very clear. Okay, there are a lot of comments that came in. They are very interactive and very excited. No question in particular. There is a question.
Gary said red wine is juice. Yeah, red wine is actually a drink. I also love wine. It's considered yellow zone. You can go or you can choose to stay.
I think with red wine, it is also dependent on what time you consume it.
True.
Yeah, but yes, I love red wine as well. Okay, now it's time. Is it time for Francis to present?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, okay. I have to ask permission because I scared I opened the wrong screen.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you are presenting on the income
Second tip.
replacement, is it?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. Okay, get ready. Okay. Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Let's start.
Okay, you can show everything.
Sure, I'm not going to show everything. It's live audience. Okay.
Okay, now what I want to share on the second tips is about income replacement. As you know, protection, yeah, is one of the main fundamental of financial planning. So I would like to ask you is, have you done your emergency fund or not? Emergency fund is where you put your money, be it 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months into a fixed deposit or in a liquid asset where you can easily take it out. So in times like this current crisis, right, a lot of people will be out of job. So they might not be able to find job for 3 months or 6 months down the road. So have you actually saved enough money or not for your emergency cash flow? So for a rule of thumb, what we say is that you need at least 6 months. All right. So this 6 months of emergency fund, all right, will be used to pay for your mortgage loan, all right, your utility bill, your food, children's education, all right, loan repayments like personal loan, hire purchase loan, your savings, holidays, or insurance. So this is very important before you go for other kinds of investment or estate planning. So rule of thumb is that what you can do is take 10%, all right, 10% of your income to protect the remaining 90% of your income. All right, I've seen cases where because the breadwinner of a family, they forgot or they failed to plan for this income replacement. At the end of the day, when the breadwinner pass away, the bank will come and chase after the installment. And when they can't pay for the installment, then it's going to be quite bad. They have to auction off the property. So income replacement is truly important. Yeah. For those who haven't started yet, I would say start small with a emergency fund first. So if you can save 10% first, then you would do that until you manage to save for 6 months onwards. Then I would say you're pretty safe. So that in the event illness were to strike or out of job, then we have these savings to protect us for the next 6 months. So yeah, this is something that is important. Yeah. So bear in mind on this.
Okay.
So I would like to ask the audience, how many months usually would they start off for the emergency fund? Is there anyone that can share in the live comment there? Do you set your own emergency fund?
Let's see. At the
Yeah.
moment, there's no
Anyone
answer
comment?
yet.
How many months?
I think I think maybe you can share, Francis,
Yeah,
in your personal experience, right?
yeah.
Are there would there be a lot of employees who
Mhm.
do this emergency fund?
Yes, usually for before they get a protection plan for us, we'll definitely inform them that setting up an emergency fund is the first thing that they should do, so
So
that
we do
they,
this on our own.
yes, they put it in the bank or in the FD so that
Uh-huh.
whenever they need it, most when they are out of job or
Mhm.
they are sick, then they can use this to continue with their current lifestyle, at least for 6 months ahead so that they can plan.
So when you
Yeah.
say rule of thumb 10% to protect 90%, it means that let's say the person is earning 5,000, and that means to say they push 500 into this savings.
That's right. That's right.
I see.
At the same time, currently the government has announced the free Hatin package. If you have read in the newspaper or through the news, you see
Mhm.
that our government this time is really taking care of the rakyat by giving away 6 months moratorium. So this moratorium will at least ease the burden of many people, even the business owner, because 6 months you do not have to pay your installment. All right.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
after the installment is over, then only you continue. So the government has come up with this so that it ease the burden, even for higher purchase or whether you have a personal loan.
Mhm.
Also, there's a moratorium for this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lah, at least something better than nothing. After that, we also have to come up with ideas on how we can earn again post MCO, right?
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. To
it
answer your
might
question,
impact you financially.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe
for sure,
what
for
is
sure.
saying at least 6 months. Depends on what is your lifestyle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. For Kenny and David, they said yes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Angel is of the opinion that 6 months also not enough. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it actually is like the Malay saying ukur baju di badan sendiri. So I know some people who can live for 6 months with 3 months worth of emergency fund because they know
Mm-hmm.
how to scale down when the emergency comes. But
Yes.
but some people, it's actually maybe the comfort of mind, right? The peace of mind that they would rather have 6 months or 12 months emergency fund.
When a person need more than 6 months, usually it's like a very serious critical illness that
Mm-hmm.
struck the family. So if a person is struck down with like a cancer or a heart attack, the doctor will always suggest that they go for chemotherapy, for treatment, and that treatment usually lasts more than 6 months.
Yeah.
And even after the chemo treatment, they need to get themselves well again to be adjusted back to their new normal. So because of that, they might be out of job during that particular, moment or months ahead. So that's why
Yeah,
6 months sometimes might not be enough, especially
that's
for
true.
a breadwinner. Yeah,
And they might have lost their job and the medical bills still come in.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we advise people to take up 10%, to get a protection plan. So this protection plan will at least cover 90% of their income when they are not able to work. Yeah. So that the insurance company will pay out a lump sum of money to protect them on the needs of their mortgage repayment, utility bills. Their basically it's their lifestyle. Yeah, to
I see.
sustain their lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah, right. That's understandable. All right. Are you going on to the next tip?
Yes. I believe I have to pass to
Pass
Maggie now
forward.
because the time is almost towards 10 o'clock. That's so fast.
Yes, it
Time
is.
flies.
Yep, yep. One moment, yeah. Maggie, it's your turn again.
Okay. So come to the end already, right? So
Almost time.
yeah. So
All
tonight
right.
actually the
Is it
last
for your
slide.
slides? Your slide, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
before I want to end, then I would like to share a true story. I would like to share a personal bad experience tonight.
Okay.
17 years ago, okay, my second elder brother stroke and passed away at his age of 31 years old due to stroke. Okay, so he left with 2 kids and wife. So this incident happened. I think the biggest impact is the family in terms of their financial stability. Okay, so not only that, but also the emotion control for the family is not easy. So at that moment, I think biggest wealth is of course health, but my second elder brother, he was not covered by insurance at that time, and we came out a big lump sum of the money for his medical fee, and yet even that we were not able to save him. So I want to share this true story. That's why I ventured into this health industry. Yeah, I think health is very important. We can always not only for our own, but also for our family. Maintaining good health is not only for yourself, but also you're responsible for your loved one and your family members. Okay, so my conclusion for tonight is, to take good care of your health is not doing it for yourself, but it's for your family.
Mm. Okay, and Francis, you're deep in thought, Francis.
Yes, yeah. In fact, actually, I have another slide to share that is about debt cancellation. All right. Why I would like to share about this is because most people they use credit card nowadays. Yeah. So when you have credit card, when a person pass away, your family member, meaning your future family, have to actually pay for these debts. Yeah. It's not like the bank is going to waive the debts that you have. So be it a very small amount, or it can be a personal loan, or it can be a higher purchase loan. Yeah, we need to also prepare for debt cancellation so that when a person is, when the person died, unexpectedly, this debt cancellation will be used to settle their credit card loans or their what they call higher purchase loan. So this is also an important part, that we should plan so that we do not put our family member in deep shape, when we pass away. So this is just another short tip, before I conclude my sharing for tonight. All right, so you can take the slide off now, Sherry.
Okay.
All right, so for conclusion, I would say for this session, yeah, you need to prepare for your medical needs. All right, income replacement, get ready for emergency cash flow at least 6 months ahead. All right, then use your 10% of your income, all right, to protect the remaining 90% of your income, and at the same time do consider debt cancellation plan, so that in the event that we pass away, that particular money will be used to settle off our small debts like credit card loans. Yeah. So overall, I want to share a testimony. I have been using this Maggie's weight management. All right, a 90 days approach to keep myself healthy. A few years back, I used to be quite fat lah, in a way that I weigh close to I weigh close to 100 kilos. Yeah. So when I was traveling overseas, I find that, hey, wow, why this country, the country of Spain, all the people are so slim, fit, pretty, and handsome and smart. Then when I came back from Malaysia, I said, I be tahan liao, I cannot tahan. I must, slim down to get back my health. So that is where I started off with my 90 days program. And after the 90 days, I slimmed down by more than 8 kilos. So I was truly, excited, that by having the right approach to eating, like what Maggie have just shared, right? You can actually lead a very healthy lifestyle. You can be mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever that you want for your health, right? You can achieve it. Yeah. So yeah, that is my testimony for Maggie. Doing the right way of approach. Yeah, you can have a very good and healthy lifestyle. And with a healthy lifestyle, you will equally have good health as well. Just like one of the audience talking about, in order for you to have health, you must start with, in order for you to have wealth, you must start with good health. Yeah. So that is my sharing for tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank
No
you.
problem. We have something special, right, from both of you? Yeah,
Yes.
there is something special that Maggie and Francis has prepared. Okay, we'll start with Maggie first. Okay, Maggie, I'll put up the image now, yeah?
Yeah, I should give away some free gift.
Wow.
You want to give away first? Okay, can.
I got no free gift, leh.
No worries. Okay, you have a question for. Okay, Maggie has got three items to be given away, but we have one question only. Okay, Maggie. So what is your question?
So this is a protein and soluble fiber shake. It can help us to boost up our muscle rate and go toilet easily.
Okay.
Detoxification. So I will give away for six packets.
Six.
Okay.
Six.
So
She told me three. Now she got generous. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
both about $35. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
question. Listen carefully, yeah.
Uh-huh.
How many meals should we take in a day?
Okay. If you know the answer, quickly put it
Right,
in.
yeah.
Put it
How
in
many
the comment
meals
box.
in a day?
All right. And Maggie, how
Everyone.
many winners are we taking?
3 winners. I give away
Three
for 3.
winners. And each of them receive 2 of the soluble
4 meals per
fiber.
day. David say 4 meals per day. Then I
Yeah.
think
Plus supper.
he need cutie pills. I saw Corey and
Okay. Maggie, you take the 3 names down. Yeah. Which one are you picking?
Corey, Fanny, and Yi Ching Cha.
Okay. So I will put a
And
like on your name.
winner.
So we will get Maggie will get in touch with you on Facebook. So sorry for the rest. So many answers are coming in. A little bit late. So sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Maggie is very generous. Okay. Maggie got a second thing to give away to promote. Okay, Maggie, let's explain what you're going to have.
You will share the slide.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Lose weight while you are sleeping.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm not kidding. If our metabolism is good, actually, resting, when during our resting time, also we can burn fat with a good metabolism rate, which is if you increase our muscle skeletal. So here I have a program to share. Okay, so for this Raya, I have a program to share. um, this is if you sign up for this special program to know more about yourself and the food that you consume in the next 7 days. So the original price will be 555. Now only 250 ringgit. So what actually the program consists is you will get the complimentary 1 bottle of the guilty pills. Just how I saw somebody, he said he will have 4 meals per day. So if people they will have 4 meals per day, they need the guilty pills, which is tea green. It can burn. It's a fat burner. Okay. The original price is actually 355, and
Wow.
we were entitled to get 3 Zoom one-to-one session uh, to coach to let you all know the more in depth of the food selection, how to choose the food wisely, to understand the correct principle of the food. And the second Zoom session will understand the concept of how to, when we lose weight, how are we going to maintain our weight with no rebound? Like Francis, okay. To
No
lose weight is
rebound is the key. Yes, no rebound is the key.
actually is easy, but the challenge I think is to maintain our weight for no rebound. So
Mm.
it's actually a lot of knowledge there, to maintain our preserving mechanism, the insulin induced, all this knowledge we will conduct in the Zoom one-to-one. And the 7 days will be the progress of your 1 week result. Okay. So the program was 555, now it's about 50% discount, it's only 250 ringgit. You will get this fat burner, duty pills. If you overeat, you can take this one, can burn the excess fat. And also,
Okay.
it is very high antioxidant supplement, can help us to boost up our immune system as well. Okay.
Mm. Okay, so if you would like to attend this program with Maggie, you can get in touch with her a few ways. You can connect with her on Facebook itself, facebook.com/maggie.check, C-H-E-K, yeah, it's the spelling for her surname, .1, or email her at vpp.maggiecheck@gmail.com. So I'll be leaving this contact details for her in the comment box later. Do pick it up and contact her. It's only 250 to know how to lose
Wow.
weight while you sleep, right?
Seriously, it's a good deal.
The guilty pills itself is 355 ringgit already. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Next part before we wrap it up, it's 10 now. Francis,
Yes.
apa cerita with you? What do you have?
Okay. So can you bring out the slide?
Yes, boss. Coming
Thank
up.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, thank you, Geraldine, for this slide. Yeah, I would like to ask the audience, yeah, what can you do with 1 ringgit a day? A lot of people say 1 ringgit, you nowadays don't know what to do with 1 ringgit, right? So I might think, probably you can buy ice cream, or it can be used as your spare coins, for your parking. All right. So in actual fact, right, 1 ringgit to you might not be significant anymore. All right. It cannot even buy you, happiness. So what I want to share is that with 1 ringgit a day, you can use this as a debt cancellation program. All right. So can you press on next? All right. You can actually pay off your creditor, all right, using just 1 ringgit a day. This is a special promotion by our company this month, just for May only. Yeah, so in the month of May, by just having a 1 ringgit a day, you can have a debt cancellation program. In the event that anything were to happen to you, your family, your future family, do not need to worry. Now, I also know that there is SME, there are bosses, owners, in our audience, among our audience. Let me share with you what 1 ringgit can buy for your staff. All right. You can protect your staff in the event of COVID-19, in the event that admitted to hospital, or be it any illness or sickness, be it like a stomach pain, gastric, food poisoning. Yeah, if they are admitted to hospital, they are covered up to 20,000 in a year. So that's just only 1 ringgit a day only. So you are going to get like a benefit for your staff by just putting aside $1 a day. So you can keep in touch with me. I will pass back to Jerry for you to share my information. Yeah, back to
Okay.
you, Jerry.
Okay, Jerry being clicking here, clicking there again. Okay, one
That's
moment.
right.
Okay, the details to Francis. He is very kind because he's a gentleman. I allowed him to leave his private number. I told Maggie, no, you are not leaving your private number. Too dangerous. Francis, even though Leng Chai, okay, we'll release his phone number. His email is also there, klmgnext@yahoo.com.
That's
And
right.
also connect with him on Facebook, francis.lim.3192. Okay, I will leave his contact details as well. So if you would like to know more about the RM 1 ringgit per day, I'm not going to call it offer or promotion, but it's something that is really important to pay off your creditor. And also, you can also protect your staff up to 20,000 annually on health insurance. So Francis has all the details to that, and I think I might want to talk to Francis as well.
Cool.
Yeah, because there are important people in my life that I need to protect. Yeah, health is wealth. Health is for me, but when the wealth is covered, then my family gets to enjoy that repercussion. Yeah. Okay. It's such a good day to chat with you today. When I woke up and having my sinus pains, I was so disappointed because I know when I have my sinus pain, I will not be able to think very well. So, for audience who join us today, I'm really sorry if I'm not my usual self today, and I have to thank and also apologize to Maggie and Francis if I seem a little bit off compared to our practice sessions, our discussions. It was
We are
so
good.
amazing discussion.
You have been good. You have been treating us very kind already.
And you can see, if you guys have been around from 9 p.m. until now, you can see Maggie's aura is different. She was so nervous in the beginning, right, Francis? Did you notice it?
Yes, but now you can see her energy is superb,
Different.
high
Once
with
she's
energy.
done
Yes.
already, she's like, ooh, already.
No.
Yes, you both did amazing. Okay. Koi Ngam says that she wants the guilty pill. So Koi,
Okay.
you know what to do. Maggie's details will be posted up on the comment box after this, after once we are done with our live show, yeah? Okay. Oh, Angel has got a tip, I guess, for us who likes to drink beer. Drink green tea first before we drink beer. Is that right, Maggie? Does that help?
She's my sister, Angel Check.
Right.
Oh,
Is what she's saying valid? Is that true? If we take green tea first?
This green tea, one capsule contain of about 6 glasses of the green tea extract without caffeine. It can help us to
Oh,
balance the alcohol so you can drink more.
she means the product. Okay, the tea green. Okay. So it helps with
But it can help us
diluting
to burn fat actually, and the next day you won't have migraine or hangover.
the hangover bit. Okay. Let's see what else can we pick up, right? Okay. Lite has said this. I like that health is for me and wealth is for my family. Oh, thank you, Lite. That's the
yes.
first time someone talk to the host, Normally people talk to my guests only. Thank you, Lee. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Last words, Maggie, from you. Any last words?
Last word is same statement I want to share is do it for you and do it for your family. Take good care of yourself is also taking good care of your loved ones. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Good night.
And Francis, yourself, any
I
last
just
words?
want to wish everyone stay safe, stay strong, and stay positive. Yeah. So
Yeah.
take care of yourself. Yes, because this time life is uncertain, life is fragile. So we need to have a positive mindset every day to keep ourselves going. Yep.
Lovely. All right.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
thank you so much for all my friends, family members who have tuned in to join me for this Shine at 9, this episode 9, Health is Wealth. Thank you so much for
Yeah, thank
attending.
you so much for my friends and relatives who tune in as well. Thank you. Thank you, Geraldine, for hosting us.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
Geraldine.
You guys have been lovely guests. I feel so insufficient today. Got tissue in our health is well episode. It's so embarrassing. Okay, Maggie and Francis, it is past 10 o'clock. It's past Maggie's bedtime.
Yep.
Let's all go to sleep. Say good night and go to sleep.
All
Good
right.
night,
Bye bye.
everybody. Thank you.
Bye
And
bye.